Hello, I'm Kingdom of Fire, and today me and my dog, who is right next to me, say hi, Inga. Say hi. She said hi. We're gonna rank my top games of 2024, or at least the ones I can remember playing. I made a tier list, but I couldn't be arsed to screen record it. Is that so, Inga? I don't think barking at the fireplace is gonna help. Yeah. So I'm gonna pull up our tier list, and I'm gonna walk you through why I placed each entry where I did. And Inga's gonna help. 'Cause she's the best doggie. Oh yeah, good doggie. Right, here's my tier list. I've separated it out into, the pre-given ones on tierlist.com, whatever it's called, I've already forgotten. Plus one more. The one more is Miitopia. I fucking love Miitopia! I love Miitopia so much! The Miitopia I played is the re-release of Miitopia for the Nintendo Switch. You know it's by Nintendo. Why did I specify it was for the Nintendo Switch? Miitopia was originally on the DS, and it was a great game. It had a lot of customizability, and a pretty interesting plot revolving around Miis and their faces. I'm not gonna spoil crap in any of the games because I'm polite. Ignore the door, I'm putting the dog out. With the re-release, they added a ton of new things. They added a horse. I love the horse. I named mine Sky. She's wonderful. I love her. Ah, cat's coming to help. You wanna help, kitty? Kitty helped. Where was I? They refined a lot of the graphics. Story's great. I think the music quality is actually better somehow. But then again, I'm biased because I wasn't allowed to play my DS with the sound on. Aww. Yeah, I do not regret buying Miitopia again just to play it on the Switch. I really don't. I still have my DS. I just really wanted to play it again on the Switch. The next entry in the S tier is Horstel. It's like Wordle, but the word is always horse. I'm not very good at it, though. Like, my usual word didn't work. I always use this word when I'm starting out word games, 'cause it's really funny. But no, it was horse. I had to ask Connor for help. I was like, hey, Connor, you know what the word is? And he was like, maybe it's horse. And I tried horse, and it was horse, and I was like, oh my god, it's horse! Yeah, Horstel is pretty fun. The next entry in S tier is Hollow Knight. You know why Hollow Knight's here. It's a really good game. I have to redo it because I lost all my save progress, including my 112% Steel Soul run! I finally did it! And then my Switch broke and I had to get a new one, and I don't have a Nintendo account, so I have to do it again. I don't mind. I really don't mind, actually. The next entry in S tier is Tetris. Tetris is a classic, because you know exactly why it's a classic. This one wasn't something I sat down seriously to play. Sometimes I play it on my mom's Game Boy. She has one of those. She lets me use it sometimes. Or I'd open up a random Tetris website on my laptop during school and just play that instead of doing work. Don't tell any of my teachers, please. I don't want my subscribers to snitch on me, please. The next one is Pokemon Moon. I love Pokemon Moon. Pokemon Moon was the first ever Pokemon game I ever played. It's great. I love the story, I love the graphics, I love the Pokemon from Aloha. My favorite ever starter is Litten, because it's a fire cat. I love cats. There's a cat above my head right now. Her name is Toodles. I love her. The next one is Ori and the Will of the Wisps. I bought this, at some point during the year. Didn't really touch it. I loved the soundtrack. They give you, if you buy a physical copy, they give you a link to the soundtrack. Loved it. I absolutely loved it. Now, I know this one is, designed for the PlayStation, and I'm not entirely used to the way it moves, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful, it controls so smoothly, and I'm really mad that I gave it to someone to borrow, and they haven't given it back. Like, I lent it to my brother. I probably should have kept him anonymous. Gave it to my brother. Take care of this. I haven't gotten it back. I don't know where he put it. I want it back. I was having so much fun with that game. Next one is Pokemon The next one is Pokemon Legends Arceus, Arceus, or however you want to say, but I'm not saying Arceus because it sounds like I'm just saying arse. Arse. Get up off your fucking arse. Stop playing those fucking video games. I really enjoyed this game. Like, it took a long time for me to get used to it and the whole 3D movement, but I went back to Pokemon Moon afterwards, and I was like, why can't I catch it without battling it? Why can't I do this? Where's my ride Pokemon? Oh, wrong button. I loved it. It has a very good story, good bonds for what's exclusive. It's got good graphics. Like, I know a lot of people complained about the Sword and Shield graphics. I didn't mind them. This one's got great graphics. I enjoyed the twist, not telling the twist. I enjoyed the character beats. I enjoyed the clothing. Why am I stuttering so much? I enjoyed this game too much. I'm going to shut up now. The next three are all Forgotten Hill games. They just are. I love Forgotten Hill. It is a really niche thing, apparently. I love Forgotten Hill. They're puzzle games. Like, I could rant about Forgotten Hill for a while. My top three are Granny's... What? Grandma's Delicious Cakes, Portrait of Obsession, and Dark Mechanics, The Wardrobe, you know? I love it. I love all of them. I could speedrun these games. I think I will speedrun Granny's... Why can't I talk? Inga, help me. Don't just lie there. You're meant to be a support dog. First thing in A tier. These are the games that I enjoy, but I'm not finding myself constantly coming back to, you know? First one, Cookie Run Kingdom. Great time killer. I use this to kill time all the time. I do my dailies, I have my team. My favorite cookie ever is Matcha Cookie. I love her. I would pick her up, and I would hold her in my little hand, and I'd be like, I love you. Next was another Forgotten Hill game. It's the Left Behind from the Memento series. Same thing as Grandma's Delicious Cakes, Portrait of Obsession, and Little Cabin in the Woods, and The Rise of Pico. I love that series. Left Behind is a good game, but I always find myself getting lost halfway through, or at the direct start, and having to just sit there, racking my brain. Like, huh? What the hell does this puzzle mean? But on the plus side, it's Egyptian themed. It builds on the concept of the other game, Disillusion, which I don't have yet, but it does build on it. It's a pretty big game. There's a lot to do in it. I love it for that. I've run out of things to say. That's why it's only an A tier. Next one in A tier is Yokai Watch 2 Fleshy Souls. I like Fleshy Souls. It's a good game. I have it on the DS. I don't think they've released a remake on the Switch yet. It's only an A tier because of how hard it is to complete anything without having Psychic Specters or Bony Spirits save file ready. And I only bought Fleshy Souls back in the day, so can't really help it, can I? I do love this game, though. It's really funny. I have a lot of fun with the mechanics, and it's just good. Someone check out Yokai Watch. I like Yokai Watch. Now as Pokemon Scarlet, I put the little banner for Scarlet and Violet on the thing, but I only played Scarlet because I love dinosaurs. I love Scarlet. I think it's a lot better than Violet in terms of the Paradox ones, because they have they have more going on, you know? I like robots, but I like dinosaurs more. They're not all dinosaurs, but I like my prehistoric animals, you know? They should have had a mammoth. A mammoth that wasn't Donphan, because that was barely a mammoth. That was just a feral elephant, you know? I wanted a woolly one. And I wanted a Spinosaurus. Or Gallimimus. I really like Gallimimus. 4 more Forgotten Hills games fill the A rank with Surgery, Puppeteer, Chapter 4 of the Wardrobe. Is that Chapter 4? That's Chapter 4. And, hold on. I made the quality too low. Mementos! The entire Mementos game. Wait, did I say Mementos earlier when I meant Tales? There's too many sub-stories to this game, but I don't care. I love them all. Mementos has a lot of little games in it. I could speedrun the first couple, but then I get stuck after a good few. The last one, it's complex, and I don't really get the answers to some of the puzzles. Surgery, great. Love Surgery. Can't find things half the time. Puppeteer, great at Puppeteer. First game I ever played in the series. Love it. Chapter 4 of the Wardrobe, great story. Great reasons to have things happen. Good horror. Makes my teeth squirm. B tier. These are games that I enjoyed, but don't play often. First one is Cookie Run Oven Break. I liked Oven Break. Ran out of things to do. It's a little boring sometimes. I enjoy the more involved gameplay, but I don't understand the half of what's going on any given menu. It's really grindy when you don't get things. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about, man. Don't listen to me if you love this game. Next one is Forgotten Hill, the Third Axis. It's 3D. It's like a really huge leap forward for the team considering how small they are. But it's really janky sometimes, and I find myself not wanting to play it. Then is Chapter 3 of the Wardrobe. I like it, but there's this bit where you have to draw on a board with chalk. And the chalk is really choosy about what qualifies as a proper answer. Ruins the entire game for me. Next one is Forgotten Hill Fall, the first game in the franchise, I think. Like, not chronologically, but the first one you're meant to play. It's a little simple, you get lost a lot, and the answers are really vague in some places. And then Chapter 2 of the Wardrobe. I don't play this one because there's this bit where you have to talk bird language, and I am crap at the bird language. The Birdman laughs at me. C tier, games that I like, but I'm bad at, probably. This only really applies to Cuphead. I played Cuphead, bought it just one day. I was like, why not? Cuphead is a really good game. I should try it. Good game. Really good game. It is fantastically designed. I cannot express that enough. But god damn do I have to get good. Like, I get stuck on bosses that I am told are the easiest, and I'm like, oh, it's easy? Oh dear. I am not off aisle 1. I'm not off aisle 1. It's just too hard for me right now. I'll come back to it one day. That day is not this day. Next one is Little Cabin in the Woods from Forgotten Hill Tales. I like it. It's short. Ending's a bit of a cop-out, sorry. And then Chapter 1 of the Wardrobe. I don't like this because the little creatures annoy me. They annoy the main character, too. Like, that is a very significant thing they do, but they annoy me in real life. And also, I didn't feel attached to the character I was meant to feel attached to. D tier. Games that are probably just not for me. First one is Batman Arkham Asylum. I tried playing this at a buddy's house. He's a cool dude. Go check out Rox Films. I love that guy. He's really cool. His video game taste isn't for me, though. He was trying to teach me how to play it. I kept making really dumb mistakes. I assure you, he was just about as annoyed with me as I was with him when I tried to teach him how to play Hollow Knight or Pokemon. I understand it completely, Tyke. I was enjoying myself, but I don't think I'll go back to the game anytime soon. And the bottom of all the games I've played this year that I remember is The Rise of Pico, because there's this one puzzle that just infuriates me to hell and back, and I hate it. I just hate it, man. It's not as bad as its original version, because it's a remake for a newer... It's a remake in Unity of a game that is in a Pico engine, I believe it's called. At least it has a bypass for that one puzzle. I can't play it, though. It just annoys me. Especially that one woman that's like, "Oh, butler, go do this. I did the thing. Why are you mad at me?" Hooray, you're at the end of the video. Sorry for all the stuttering, all the word mess-ups, all the weird ways I phrase things. I've been told what I talk like is just called stream of consciousness. It's what James Joyce used to write Ulysses. Fuck it, his really complex book about Dublin. They celebrate it every year down there, and I'm like, huh? It was a good book, I guess, but has anyone actually read it? I guess I could, considering I talk like it, apparently. I can't believe an English teacher told me that to my face.